Hi everybody, and you're with James, and welcome to another Crowdrender project update for July 2020. And in this video, we're going to talk about three things. Firstly, we're going to be looking at CRESS and introducing our new system that we've been building. Secondly, we're going to look at our development fund and how that progress has been going. And finally, we're going to introduce a couple of issues and some new features we'll be working on in our latest release, which will be coming out in a few weeks' time from this video. But first, I want to talk about CRESS. CRESS stands for Compute Resource Sharing System, and it's kind of a similar idea to how Facebook, which lets you share images, videos, text, chat. We want to allow you to share directly, peer-to-peer, your computers with people. So you can imagine it, if someone else needs your computer, you can directly lend it to them through the internet, and if you want to borrow theirs, then they can do the same, which allows you to basically ask your friends, colleagues, collaborators to use their computer for a little bit without needing to accrue points like with other systems which allow this kind of online sharing. It's going to be really flexible, and we're going to talk a bit more about it in future videos, but we just want to let you guys know we've got a name for it, we're working on it. It's going to be in the form of an open source add-on for Blender, and there'll be a software service which installs onto Windows, Linux and Mac, which is in the background, which is the actual CRESS component. We're going to be seeking lots of community feedback for this, so stay tuned for it. We'll be doing more updates. So a quick update for the development fund. We're sitting at $925 US a month, which is really good. Thanks so much to everyone who's been donating and giving us funds. Really helps. Obviously, we're trying to make it all the way to this goal, but we're actually homing in on freeing up another one of our currently early access builds. The idea is we're going to keep doing that until we reach this target, which means one of us will be able to work part-time on the project, which will be really good. Other than that, we're working today on some bugs. This is going to be a new version 0.28 coming out. So 0.27 came out probably, like a couple of weeks ago? Yeah. So we're working on a new version today. It's going to be 0.2.8, I believe. It comes after 0.2.7, so yeah, logical, I guess. Yeah. And it's going to have fixes for, we've got some bugs where things tend to stop if the files are really large when you're uploading to other computers. So although we did some fixes for large files in 0.27, we've still got some kind of problem here. Currently investigating this and trying to find out why it's doing that. Also, it's going to have optic support, which is a big thing that everyone's been requesting, which is really good. And we're also working on new code for CRESS, which I mentioned earlier. And Jeremy is also working on stuff which may make it into 0.28. It may not, depending on how long it takes.
Working on our new update on the hashing system, which we use to track the data and make sure everything's up to date across different machines.
Yeah.
And so what I'm working on at the moment is just a way of us to detect when those changes happen and your machines get out of sync, and repairing that information so that they don't require you to send the entire file over again. It just sends that little bit that's missing or desynced, essentially, and hopefully speed up how fast it takes to sync everything and make everything, synced.
Awesome. What this will help with, though, is where we've got differences between, let's just say 2.83, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2.9, and then 2.91. We've noticed there's a lot of differences sometimes in the Python API, even though technically, if you're following semantic versioning, I guess that should be like a major revision update, but we're not here to split hairs. What Jeremy's working on is going to be super important for making sure that these differences can be resolved automatically rather than you having to go and install exactly the same version on each machine. We'll see if that makes it into 0.28. But that's pretty much a wrap up from now. We've got to get on with some coding. So just to reiterate, we're working on some bugs which are causing, especially when using the cloud or another node that may be in a different network, large files seem to cause some more glitches. So we're going back to the drawing board a little bit and trying to discover why that's happening and seeing if we can fix these bugs so it's rock solid. In the meantime, please like, share, and subscribe. All that good stuff that social media gurus do all the time.